Around the world, all eyes are on the spread of the COVID-19 virus. The pandemic is the defining global health crisis of our time and the greatest challenge we have faced since the World War II. It is challenging families, communities, healthcare systems, and governments. Since its emergence in Asia late last year, the virus has spread to every continent except Antarctica, as World Health Organization and partners work together on the response, tracking the pandemic, advising on critical interventions, distributing vital medical supplies to those in need. Researchers worldwide are working around the clock to find a vaccine against SARS-CoV-2, the virus causing the COVID-19 pandemic. More than 150 coronavirus vaccines are in development across the world, and hopes are high to bring one to market in record time to ease the global crisis. These vaccines are all designed to teach the body's immune system to safely recognize and block the virus that causes COVID-19. Apparently, there is no exact date when a safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines will be ready for distribution, but the World Health Organization estimates that it could be early to mid-2021. To date, there are only two coronavirus vaccine has been approved, Sputnik V, formerly known as GAM-COVID-Vac, and developed by the Gamaleya Research Institute in Moscow. It was approved by the Ministry of Health of the Russian Federation August 11. Experts have raised considerable concerns about the vaccine's safety and efficacy, given it has not yet entered Phase 3 clinical trials that are designed to test the safety and effectiveness of drugs or vaccines in thousands of people. A second vaccine in Russia, Epivac Corona, has also been granted regulatory approval, also without entering Phase 3 clinical trials. Even after a vaccine is approved, it faces potential roadblocks when it comes to scaling up production and distribution. Like all vaccines, COVID-19 vaccines should go through a rigorous multi-stage testing process, including large Phase 3 trials that involves tens of thousands of people, and which also includes deciding which populations should get it first, and at what cost. Many vaccines also stay in what's called Phase 4, and ongoing studies after the vaccine is approved and licensed. The impact of COVID-19 vaccines on the pandemic will depend on several factors. These include factors such as the effectiveness of the vaccines, how quickly they are approved, manufactured, and delivered, and how many people get vaccinated. Majority of the scientists anticipate that like any other vaccines, COVID-19 vaccines will not be 100% effective. World Health Organization is cautiously optimistic that safe and effective vaccines for COVID-19 will be successfully developed, and they are working to help and to ensure that any approved vaccines are as effective as possible, so they can have the greatest impact on the pandemic. The vaccine is proven safe and effective. It must be approved by national regulators, manufactured to exacting standards, and distributed. World Health Organization is working with partners around the world to help coordinate key steps in this process. Once a safe and effective vaccine is available, World Health Organization will work to facilitate equitable access for the billions of people who will need it. Vaccines are probably the most powerful public health intervention available to us, but unless their benefits are communicated with realism, confidence in all recommendations will be put at risk. While hope and optimism are much needed in these dark times, it is important to be transparent. We need to communicate the clear message that although targeted vaccination may offer some protection, it will not simply deliver life as we used to know. We must use all the tools that we already have at our disposal, such as testing, contact tracing, physical distancing, and the use of masks. With the COVID-19's forest fire nature, it is better to take preventive measures and be geared to respond immediately. Just follow simple routine of the World Health Organization guideline. Educate your families, friends, and community by spreading awareness online and offline. Volunteer, donate, hold your government accountable to manage the COVID-19 and also come together as a resilient global community. We need the young people's leadership now more than ever to be
the voice of the nation,
the voice of change,
the voice of the voiceless,
the voice of reason,
and the hope for a better future.
Stay healthy and stay safe.